Hi, this is Sabrina from A Space to Create Art, and today we're going to talk about how to create this beautiful watercolor fall leaf. The kids really enjoyed doing this. I hope your kids enjoy it too. The way I started was just by applying water. So we sketched out our leaf. Be careful to keep the water only inside the leaf. Here I'm taking some CAD yellow medium and I'm adding it to the leaf and then blending in a little bit of orange. You want to try to keep a wet edge on this so that you get that nice wet on wet blend that looks so beautiful and looks like a realistic leaf. And so you just want to come along all of your edges. Every single leaf is going to look a little different, and that's fine. That's what you want it to be. You want, just like in nature, every leaf is different. So I'm just filling in edges. I'm taking the yellow all the way up, and then I'm adding some blue, and when it mixes with the yellow it's turning kind of a green color, and pulling down with some more yellow towards the edges of the bottom of the leaf. And then at the tip I just wanted to add some red, but right now it doesn't look very blended, so I just take some more water, put water on my brush, and kind of pull the pigment down so that it blends with the colors below it. Once you get your leaf to a place where you like it, what you're going to do is you're going to let it dry. After it's dry, you do what's called wet on dry detail work. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting in the veins of the leaf. And the way that I mixed the brown was using two complementary colors like orange and blue. You can create a brown. You can create a brown with any of the complementary colors, and each of the browns is going to look a little different. So after you get the veins of your leaf in, another thing you can do is you can add a background. So one of the things that I want you to understand from this video is that if you put water somewhere on watercolor paper and leave another part dry, the paint is going to want to stay where the paper is wet, and it's not going to want to go where the paper is dry. So a lot of your watercolors that you're going to work on, you're going to pay attention to whether the paint is wet, whether so the leaf in this case was dry before I started doing the sky. If the leaf hadn't been dry, then it would have wanted to run into the blue. So that's a really important thing to learn when you're doing watercolor. Last but not least, I did this little splatter, and I just think it looks good because it reminds me of fall leaves falling with like all the little extra branches and stuff, and it also helps unify the piece so that it looks like a unified piece of art when it's done. This is Sabrina from A Space to Create Art.